The Detroit Lions beat the New York Giants today by a score of 21-16. And the first thing that I'll say, and I don't want to hear anyone's mouth, because I heard that Nate Sudfeld was going to battle Teddy Bridgewater for the number 2 spot. And I have told you over and over again that
Nate Sudfeld is trash.
And I will continue to say it. Nate Sudfeld is trash. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The first pass of the game was an interception. Nate Sudfeld is trash. It's a lot of good. I'm going to tell you right now, the good outweighs the bad, okay? If you're an SOL Lions fan, I need you to check that at the door. This is preseason, all right? Check it at the door. It's a lot of good, some stuff that need to clean up, all right? First off, Jack Campbell. He's going to be the real deal. Secondly, Jahmyr Gibbs, the real deal. Was hoping he broke one today, but he didn't. What he did is run in between the tackles. Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams needs all the reps he can get. But when he's on, he's on. The one-hand grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. The play was going to him the whole time. Jameson Williams will be a monster, but he got to get them reps in. When he's suspended, when he starts serving his suspension, he needs to practice his hands. Use his hands, all right? Mohamed Ibrahim. Wait, listen, let's go back. Let's go back to big Divine Ozigbo. I mean, what are we talking about here, right? Levi Onwuzurike. Julian played. Romeo played. The guys were getting on the inside. Now, it's tough to kind of gauge. I'm going to tell every Lions fan, including myself, if you're on the negative train, I need you to fall back just a little bit. This is the preseason. Jared Goff wasn't even dressed. He was in street clothes. I was wrong. He is not touching the field probably at all. Now, what they might do is put him in at the end of maybe for a half or something. I don't know. He was in street clothes. So you need to relax. We never really saw the ones outside of, you had Jahmyr Gibbs with Nate Sudfeld, who, by the way, is trash, right? I cannot wait to see Teddy Bridgewater next week. All I was saying, it was weird because I was looking for y'all when I was in the stands. Like, as soon as he threw the ball, I was like, oh my God. And I started looking around like I had my YouTube people here, and I didn't. There was some stuff that need to clean up, okay? Will Harris. I tell you this. I wasn't like blown back by the second team defense. It would have been nice to see CJ Gardner-Johnson. It would have been great to see a Cam Sutton. What we saw is a lot of second team, but it was some guys that stood out. Chase Cota. Chase Cota went from doing nothing in practice to basically, I'm like, this dude is making the practice squad potentially. Maurice Alexander, on the day that Khalif Raymond gets an extension, takes it to the crib. I just happened to be in line for some chicken fingers that they ran out of, but thankfully I got to see it on the TV. Maurice Alexander, you know what I took away from today? Okay, the bad. I'll focus on the bad for a little bit. The bad was I'm just a wee bit concerned about the run game as far as the defensive, being able to stop the run. Quarterback wise, we got to be able to stop the run. Now, we never really addressed the defensive tackle like that as far as a household name. Broderick Martineau was making some plays, right? Benito Jones making some plays. Isaiah Buggs making some plays. Kaminsky making some plays. So I'm not pushing the panic button because I feel like once the ones get out there, once the secondary is out there, that things are going to go different. The preseason is about depth. That's it. It's about who's going to make this team when it comes down to the final 53. Craig Reynolds, he was also in street clothes. So it was a lot to take away. Now, as far as the good, I feel like that our offense is going to be solid. I really, really do. There was no David Montgomery. He didn't even play today. So it looks like the rookies are going to play a lot in the preseason. The standout for me on offense, you know what? Let me give some praise to Adrian Martinez. Adrian Martinez might just make the practice squad. If we carry 3, maybe he's number 3. But who it won't be, say it with me, y'all, is Nate Sudfeld. Why? Because he is trash. Point blank, period. I can't believe someone was trying to tell you that he's going to battle for the number 2. Teddy Bridgewater is the number 2 quarterback. Riley Patterson made a kick. Parker Romo made a kick. It was a lot of good. And I think that our hype is so high that we might have, maybe we're let down. I'm not let down at all because they won the game. They made plays when it counted. But it is some stuff in that secondary. You're like, if the ones go out, we might be in trouble here, but we're not in trouble defensive overall. James Houston making some plays. I mean, the whole team was making plays. And when it comes down to cut day, it's going to be tough. Will both Okwara brothers make it? Will it be Romeo? Romeo was stunting out there today. Julian was doing his thing. A lot of good, a lot of cleaning up, though. A lot of cleaning up that still needs to happen. First game back. Nobody's going to dominate in the preseason. And even if you do, who cares? This is not about wins and losses now. I will say that it's about taking a look at depth and who's going to back up these guys. Right? So overall, happy we got the dub. Pleased with Martinez. Nate Sudfeld is trash. I'm sorry. Pleased with Jahmyr Gibbs. Wish I would have got to see Montgomery, Broderick Martin. It was a good performance after all, but I'm sure that these guys will be cleaning up a lot. I will say, one thing that I did like, I saw Jamison Williams out there blocking. He was out there a lot. He played most of the game. I think it was midway in the third quarter after the 2-point conversion, he came out. And Jamison Williams loves the game. You can see it. He was going crazy like the 2-point conversion was a game-winning touchdown coming off the back of Maurice Alexander. So when cut down day comes, y'all, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but we can't really gauge this team, a true gauge, until we face the Kansas City Chiefs. So for the next couple of weeks, just relax, take it with a grain of salt, and let's enjoy watching these depth pieces because when cut down day comes, it's going to be a tough time. Tomorrow we'll go over the stats and talk about it some more. But right now, you guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Yeah, today was a good day overall.